Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. We're in the YouTube room today. Yeah, we're going to meet in here. Go in. When you come in through the back door, you know where you are. Get your drink and your snack and come on in. Oh, I know it's crowded, isn't it? But we'll make room. And today's neighborhood chat's about being real. Yes, being real. Stop and think about that for a minute. Are you being real? Now, what do I mean about being real? Okay, so you all that I'm speaking to either have a YouTube channel that have content, or you are a big supporter of people like my channel that does not have content, but you watch a lot of YouTube. So what I mean about real is like what I want to be. Like ever since I started my channel, I wanted to be just who I am. I've always been honest with you. I've wanted to let you know that I honestly care about each and every one of you, and I do, and that's authentic. I never want to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I just want to be me. You know, I'm a Christian. I've never hid that. I pray and do devotions and meditate a lot during the day. I've never hid that. I've never hid my autoimmune disease or my sickness or the fact that I'm in a wheelchair. I've never hidden the fact that I'm overweight and need to lose weight. I don't think there's anything that I've ever hidden from you that I haven't shared in my videos, because I've been quite frank about my entire life through my videos, because my YouTube channel is set for my future grandchildren to watch and my children to watch when I'm not here. So I have to be honest and real. I cannot pretend like I'm something that I'm not, because how would that look to them? And I wouldn't be true to myself. Are you being true to yourself? I mean, what is actually your motive behind your YouTube channel? Are you acting? I mean, are you acting real nice and sweet, and once the camera goes off, you're harsh and mean and angry and bitter? I mean, are you totally different on camera than you are when you're not on camera? I don't know. I can see channels that I used to think were authentic and that the person was being real. And I had a question mark about a few of them. And I said, you know, time will tell if this person is real or not. Because, you know, you can't stay phony forever. I mean, you can pretend for just so long, and then the real you comes out. I don't care how hard you try to hide it. It's going to come out. And you can edit these videos to the cows come home, but we see it. We see that you are angry, or you're sad, or you're lonely, or you are disingenuous, or you're a user, or, you know, we're adults. We see all that. But in my case, that sort of thing doesn't matter, because I'm going to love you anyway. Because, see, I don't need anything from you to be who I am. That's why I can't get angry with you. It's because people that get angry with other people, there's something they needed from that person, or that wouldn't make them angry. They wanted a payoff, and the payoff didn't come. I don't mean that in a bragging way that I don't need anything from you, because I want your friendship. I want you to be in my life, but I want you to be real. I don't want you to pretend with me just so you and I can be friends. You don't have to pretend. I'm going to accept you the way you are. I may not agree with it, and I may, if you ask me, I may let you know I don't agree with it, but I can love you without having to have something from you, you know? I think that's the best friendships to have. It's the ones that you're friends because you want to be friends, that there's nothing that you need from the person. You just like who they are, but you want them to be real. I have that in my channel. I have a lot of neighbors that are like that, that are real, and that I know they are. And if we didn't live so far apart, oh man, we would hang out. Now, some of these channels I go to, some of them are very authentic. They are real, and I love going there because they are like me. They want to portray realness, who they are. They don't want to hide anything, and they don't want to pretend. But you have some people that pretend to have nothing. They want people to feel sorry for them. They want to talk about they can't afford this, they can't afford that. And that may be real, but a lot of things we shouldn't share on YouTube. Unless you have a channel and you're trying to teach someone about coming through not having things. But if you're in a chat, and especially during an auction, and you don't need to tell your financial history. People don't need to know that. A lot of people tell things that's unnecessary. Either they want sympathy or empathy, or they're lacking something in their life. But I'm coming to you today about being real on your channel. Be who you are. Don't pretend. Don't try to say things that you think people want to hear. Now, did I think you wanted to hear all this today? Mm-mm. Who wants to hear about, it's me, Angie, talking about I need to be real? Well, if you're already real, this is not bothering you because you're saying, I am real. I don't have anything to worry about. But it's the very few people that are going, oh no, have I been exposed? Can she really see me for who I am? That I'm acting here on this camera, but when I'm off camera, I like drama, and I like talking about people, and I like to get behind the scenes and stir things up, and I even like to stir the pot on camera and then sit back and watch everybody argue. I've seen that before. And then the ones that turn against their own. They have a community, and they have a group of people that are all in that community, and then the next thing you know, one of them is on the outs. It's like, we don't like that person anymore. They're not welcome here. That kind of scares me because I'm thinking, well, if they can turn against their own, my goodness, I'm not even one of them, and they could really turn against me. So I have to walk real softly around those people. But to be around the ones that are real, you can just let your hair down. You can just talk about anything, and they accept you. And that's the way I'm going to be with everybody. Even if you're pretending, I'm going to still love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just that I wish you would pretend, because people would love you without you being something that you're not. I mean, do you know who you are? I mean, why don't you like yourself? What happened? Maybe you don't know you're not being yourself. Maybe you should look at that. Like, am I really being real on YouTube? Am I telling this true story? Or am I just pretending? Just go back and check and see. And maybe your videos will get a lot more views if you just would be real. And some people say, well, if I'm real, this one's not going to like me, this one's not going to like me. Well, if you have to be phony in order for that person to like you, you're not friends anyway. So what difference does it make? I mean, life's too short not to be who you really are. I mean, whatever your personality is, don't try to hide that. Be that. I love eccentric people. I love people that are eccentric, that are different than anybody else. The ones that I don't really care about being around are the ones that want to stir things up and cause drama. And the ones that aren't actually being true to who they are. And one minute they like this person, and the next minute they like this person. And they love to gossip, and they love, I don't really care about being around that all the time. So, in order for us to be really, really good friends, none of that can happen. Now, I'm going to be friends with everybody because that's just the way I am. I'm a friend. But in order for you to get closer to me and understand who I am, all that has to fade away. You have to be real with me. And if I think you're pretending in the least little way, I'm not going to share anything important with you. Because really, I'm a private person. Even though I tell a lot of stuff that's went on in my life, I don't give a lot of opinions about people. I keep all that to myself. Because I understand that people can change from day to day. So I'm not going to give my opinion about somebody and later on they change into this wonderful, beautiful person. And I think they're not. Because I love to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong. I want you to. I have my faults. Oh boy, do I. Ask that man in there. James Smith, he'll tell you, oh my gosh, he's been hard to live with over 36 years. And so has he. Oh, I can be moody. It's because I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I try to tell him, James, I stay in pain 24/7. I'm usually an easygoing person. And most of the time happy. But I do have my moments. I have a lot of faith. I really, really love the Lord. And I have a lot of faith. And I put a lot of time into my faith and my Christianity. I don't mind saying that. If that offends you, I'm sorry. And if we can't be friends because of that, I'm even more sorry, because I can accept whatever religion you are or whatever you believe in. I can accept it. I can accept whatever you tell me about yourself. I like all kind of people, every kind of person. I accept you because I want you to be you. Now, I know you have faults. But the thing that I don't really want you to do is get on your videos and pretend that you're something you're not. Just so somebody will like you. Well, Auntie, what do you mean about pretending? I mean, get on your channel and act like you haven't done something when you know you have. Okay, let's just say that. We've had a lot of channels that have had disagreements. And they've dealt with them in their own way. And I've not chosen sides, and I'm not going to. But I'm just saying, don't play the victim when you're not. In order to be a victim, you have to have something happen to you that you didn't cause. It happened to you and you didn't cause it to happen. That's a victim. If you cause drama and you cause people to come in your life to treat you a certain way, you can't be the victim. So don't act like the victim. Own it. Own what you did. I'm going to own it. I'm big enough to carry whatever I choose to do. We all make choices, right? Sometimes we make good choices. Sometimes we make bad choices. Oh, I have made my share of bad choices, can I tell you? I have. But I've owned them. I've said, oh my gosh, that was the worst choice I ever made. And I've learned from it. The only way you can grow and the only way you can change is to own up for what you've actually have done wrong. If you act like you've never done anything wrong, you'll never grow and you'll never mature, and people will see right through you. Stop doing that. Stop wanting all the attention. I mean, don't walk into a chat and just make it all about you. I mean, you don't think people notices that? And I wish I had one of those emojis that was that would be articulated in the chat, where, you know, the one that rolls its eyes like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, would actually roll its eyes up and down. And people just deal with it. They just say that person's the way they are. But why wouldn't that person want to be different? Did something happen to them that they have to come in and immediately start talking about themselves? Like they're so important that everybody wants to know what's going on in their life? I mean, even if they wasn't asked, they start telling stuff. Stop. It's not about you. You'll have your turn. Everybody has a turn. And people are going to love you when they find out that you reach out to others instead of always turning the light on yourself. You know, talk about others. Reach out to others. Love others. Do for others. Don't always want people to do for you. What is that about? Always want somebody to cater to you. I mean, give to others, and it'll automatically come back to you. Love others, and it'll automatically come back to you. It's like a boomerang. But don't try to get everything focused on you and everything about you. It has to be centered around you. Don't try to break up friendships. Don't try to dominate somebody, you know, in their channel. You know, you have these channels that let other people come in, take over their channel, and everybody's going, wait a minute, I thought this was this person's channel, and then they've let this other person come in and take over. I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine, but check yourself and see if that's really what you want to happen on your channel. Because I want to be in control of my channel. I don't want anybody taking over my channel. But I'm just here to tell you, be real. People are going to love you if you're just real. Oh, we know we all have faults. I mean, I have plenty. Do I always talk about them here on YouTube? No, but if you ask me about them, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you all about it. But I can just bring to you what I feel that we need to talk about. But if you want to ask me anything, I'll answer it. Because I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm an open book. You can talk to me. Now, if you have something in your life that is so bad that you don't want people to know, try to deal with it. Don't carry it. It's such a heavy burden to carry something that you don't want people to find out about. And what could be so bad? Oh yeah, there's going to be people out there that's going to judge you for it, of course. But the ones that really love and care about you are going to embrace you and encourage you and say, no, keep going. Don't worry about it. Everybody has faults. I'm not saying get on here and confess everything you've ever done. I'm just saying when you go live on your channel, or when you have somebody come up on your panel, or if you, whatever, just be true to yourself. Don't let somebody walk all over you. And if somebody tries to say, whoa, wait a minute, I'm not putting up with that. That's something that's not going to happen. We're all adults. And I'm not going to have you tell me what to do, control me. If you dislike me, you dislike me. I can't do anything about it. But don't pretend you like me when you don't. Just because everybody else seems to like me. Don't do that. And with that being said, neighbor, once again, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And remember, we only have one life to live. Be your authentic self. Be who you are. People are going to love you. I promise. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Please comment. You know I love your comments. Share me out. I want to get more neighbors. Bye, neighbor.